Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity to share my remarks on the launch of the Strategic Action Plan supporting the Philippines 2026 Chairship. My special thanks to the ASEAN Business Advisory Council, ASEAN-BAC, and the U.S. ASEAN Business Council, USABC, for your strong partnership in advancing ASEAN economic priorities. Your collaboration underscores the important role of the private sector in supporting ASEAN's agenda. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Philippines Chairship in 2026 under the theme Navigating Our Future Together comes at a time of heightened global uncertainty. The ongoing crisis in the Middle East has intensified geopolitical tensions, disrupted energy markets, and strained global supply chains, affecting regional growth and business confidence. Against this backdrop, ASEAN must work even more closely with partners, particularly the private sector, to strengthen resilience and sustain growth. In this environment, ASEAN's economic fundamentals remain sound, with growth revised upward to around 4.5% in 2025. At the same time, we need to move with greater urgency to deepen regional integration and sustain momentum. Substantive progress has been made under the upgraded ASEAN Trade in Goods Agreement, ADIGA, alongside ongoing efforts toward the timely conclusion of the Digital Economy Framework Agreement, DIFA. More remains to be done. Stronger implementation, more coordinated and responsive policy making, and continuing efforts to build more resilient and diversified regional value chains will be essential. Against this backdrop, initiatives such as the Action Plan are both timely and necessary. They help translate ASEAN priorities into concrete actions through stronger public-private collaboration, supporting more coordinated policy making, enabling faster policy responses, and advancing innovation and capacity building. These efforts will be critical to delivering the Philippines Chairship agenda and in advancing ASEAN Community Vision 2045 by commencing the implementation of the ASEAN Economic Community AEC Strategic Plan 2026-2030. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, let me highlight 4 key areas where the private sector can effectively support ASEAN economic priorities under this action plan, particularly in the context of ASEAN's proactive response to current global disruptions. First, strengthening coordinated and responsive policy making will require more systematic inclusion of industry perspectives through structured public-private consultations. This includes closer engagement between business stakeholders and ASEAN sectoral bodies, as well as stronger alignment with private sector initiatives. Private sector input on the implementation of the upgraded ADIGA in particular provides an important avenue to align ASEAN mechanisms with efforts to address evolving challenges in supply chains, energy security, and trade flows. Second, advancing implementation and strengthening resilient regional value chains will depend on fully leveraging private sector innovation. This includes piloting and scaling solutions in digitalization, sustainability, and supply chains. Such collaboration can help build more resilient and diversified value chains while supporting ASEAN's digital integration efforts under the DIFA. ASEAN stands ready to support these efforts through regulatory sandboxes and other enabling measures. Third, building resilience against external shocks will require expanded capacity building for workers and micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs. This is essential for ASEAN to better adapt to rapidly evolving digital technologies. The private sector can play a leading role in advancing digital literacy, rescaling and improving access to technology, finance, and markets, helping MSMEs remain competitive, integrate into regional value chains, and navigate an increasingly uncertain global environment. Fourth, engaging the private sector closely in implementing the ASEAN Strategic Plan 2026-2030 and ASEAN Plus One free trade areas, including the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, RCEP, to truly unlock the potential of the regional economy. As a key player in transforming regional commitments into realization, the private sector plays a pivotal role in the implementation of the ASEAN Strategic Plan and the ASEAN Plus One FTAs, as well as RCEP. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward, the ASEAN Secretariat stands ready to support these efforts by facilitating dialogue, strengthening coordination among ASEAN bodies, national authorities, and stakeholders, particularly the private sector, and ensuring alignment with ASEAN's broader priorities and frameworks. Let me close by commending all partners involved in this initiative. It reflects our shared commitment to advancing ASEAN's priorities and delivering the Philippines 2026 Chairship. Thank you.